Good afternoon everyone. Today I am here to present the paper on identifying the carbon footprint, contribution and step to reduce its effect. So this is in line with our systematic and sustainable development goals 2030, which is focusing on the environment and our future aspects and impact on the environment. So, first of all, we should know what the carbon footprint is. So, carbon footprint in layman language we can define it whatever we do, wherever we travel, whatever we purchase, and whatever we do is directly or indirectly related with the production of the carbon footprint. So, why this carbon footprint is generated and how it is generated, we will first identify this and then we will move further for a case study. So, whenever we travel by a two-wheeler or four-wheeler or by flight or car, whatever it may be, so due to the combustion of the fuel we use, the carbon dioxide is produced. So, it is impacting our environment. So, and in also in our day-to-day cooking, burning of coal, wood, these are also the direct impacts of the combustion and the production of the carbon dioxide, which is clearly visible to us. But what we tend to forget that whenever we purchase say perfumes or clothes, or we go for any recreational activities, going for a movie, so whenever we do these activities, we move out from the home, we directly or indirectly using our clothes which is wearing and tearing, and we are sooner or later going to replace those clothes, those perfumes, those watches. So whenever we are purchasing the new ones or replacing those, so the cost of the environment is affecting on that, because the clothes are also produced by those factories which are using machines, motors and generators, and these are traveled through the warehouses and retail. So everything we do is affecting the carbon production or footprint. So how we can define or measure this footprint? This is the unit of to study the impact of the carbon footprint is to study the effect of the other gases in terms of the carbon dioxide equivalent in global warming. Okay, so I have taken the case study of my own home. We are a family of 3 members, and I have calculated our electricity bills of last year and calculated the distance travelled by four-wheeler by me, distance travelled by four-wheeler by me and my family. And then there is a website carbonfootprint.com, in which when you enter your values, the impact or the carbon dioxide equivalent results are available to us. So I have substituted these values of this electricity consumed by me and the heating oil and the coal. Although the heating oil and the coal are very minimum, it is very rarely used for say Holi and Lodi purposes. Otherwise heating oil and lubricating oils is also used for sometimes day-to-day purposes, and wooden pellets is also same. And I have taken one flight last year, so I have entered those values also, and it has resulted me in the metric tons of the carbon dioxide equivalent. So I have calculated all those things, and it has resulted me the results which is given, and also since they have also resulted or equated those results with the on the economic grounds or the dollars equivalent of those. So these are the results, and it shows that whenever we are using electronic goods, whether it's a telephone, radio equivalent or hotel we are going, although I have taken the imagination also an approximation that okay, I am going for the hotel once in a month, and so on. So these are the results, how many clothes my and my family is buying, shoes, textiles, medicines, foods and drinks, long distance. So all these are results on the economics. So at the end of those website, it calculates the carbon footprint for you, for the inputs which you have. It has two categories, one for the households and one for the industrial. So even I was also very surprised to find that my family footprint is in the first column. So this is the 3.85 metric tons per year of the carbon footprint is used by me. Although the country's average, our India's average is next to it, and world's target is next to it. So if we are going by those standards, by the world standard also, then it is good enough. But only the solace for me is that yes, this is the I am having the family of 3, so then you can reduce this big footprint by 1/3. Otherwise, this is the situation. So we have to combat this thing to prevent the climate change. So these are the direct carbon footprints, as I have just discussed, that the coal, transportation fuels, fossil fuels, coal-fired plants, it is used more in the J&K where Kangdi and Bukharis are also used, coal-fired for waste, and those who are smoking cigarettes and cigars, the combustion, it is resulting in the direct. And these are the indirect carbon footprints which I have just discussed. That food and drinks which we buy, although we are buying from any of the stores by wholesalers or retail, but the process of generation of those cold drinks or the food from the factory to our home delivery, and since we are more and more dependent upon the home delivery system, online system, more is the delivery cost and more is the impact of the carbon. Because what we do sometimes, we just require say 10 pieces of pen, and we are having time to order, and we just go for the online, and we instead of going manually. So same is the case for. So what is this is doing? This is generating the e-waste, and also the main problem is that we are more and more using those online devices, semiconductor devices. We are using more mobile phones, more laptops. So we are more using electronics, more semiconductor devices, which is resulting in more e-waste generation. And also the alarming situation is that more the technology, as recently the ChatGPT is the buzzword. But we will be surprised to know that since the ChatGPT gives the results to all those data collection from different servers, so it gets heat up. So it requires more cooling of the fresh water. So again, the fresh water is also essential and is in scarce. So this is the alarming situation in India and abroad. Of the data which was 2-3 years back, it is there. So, and how we can combat this? We can use the or take the excess of the role of the energy auditing in excess electricity using appliances instead of just using the remote, and we can use the motion sensors, like especially in the bathrooms where when we just enter, it switch on, and when we move out, it switch off, replacing T12 tubes by T8, it consumes less. We should opt for LED because it is better than the CFL, and it is even better. And CFL is better than the incandescent bulb. Mercury lights are more better than the metal lights or the high pressure sodium lights. Magnetic blast of these tube lights. Earlier we were using this magnetic principle. Now the electronic choke system is there, so which is more efficient. Machine scheduling, motor management. We should go for the maintenance, lubrication and rewinding and motor alignment for the better results, so that it gives it consumes less electricity. Why we are focusing on the less electricity concept? Because by and large we are still dependent on the coal-fired thermal plants. And whenever we are talking of the coal-fired, it will produce the carbon dioxide, and again it will affect the carbon footprint. And adjustable speed drives, and also in the ACs which we are using now, the technology is for the inverter ACs. So all these are becoming the energy efficient systems. Similarly, compressed air system, pumping system, it should be leak-proof, clean filters, tight direction, temperature controlled, heat insulation is the key, and programmable thermostats. All these add to these things. So this is my conclusion, that first my paper was focusing how to calculate the carbon footprint, and how this can be minimized using the more and more use of the natural resources and the energy of the day. Okay, thanks.